I'm so sorry that you won't be able to go back to boxed red velvet cake after I teach you to make it from scratch. I know it's convenient, but this is so much better. Come on, let's make it. Now, red velvet cake is not a chocolate cake with red food coloring. It is a totally different recipe. It's a cake with a tiny bit of cocoa powder. It's not enough cocoa powder to make it chocolate. It's enough to make it red velvet. Pulling out my recipe book with my great-grandmother's red velvet cake recipe. I've already preheated the oven to 350 degrees, and I'm getting out my measuring cup so I can measure out some oil. We're using vegetable oil. We need 1 cup of that. Next, we're getting 1.5 cups of sugar. I'm telling you, get you a stand mixer. It will make all the difference when it comes to the quality of your bacon. If you don't have gel food coloring, Mama Eva's original recipe calls for 1 to 2 ounces of regular liquid food coloring, so you can use that too. My favorite stand mixer is linked along with all my favorite bacon products in my storefront in my profile. Now we need 2 eggs, size large. I like to crack them into a separate bowl just to make sure they're not bad. That way, just in case I get a bad egg or a little bit of shell in there, my whole recipe ain't ruined. It's just this one little egg. 2 cups of all-purpose flour, but if you have self-rising, just don't add the baking powder. 2 teaspoons of baking powder if you're using all-purpose. The only difference in self-rising and all-purpose is the baking powder and some salt. We need a teaspoon of baking soda and 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. We're supposed to have 1 cup of buttermilk. So if you don't have buttermilk, you can just take a cup of regular whole milk. For every cup of whole milk, do a teaspoon of vinegar, and it'll give you the same thing as buttermilk. You got to let it sit for a few minutes. I didn't let it sit very long, but that's okay. It'll still give you the same. If it's time to combine them, now time for that buttermilk. Bake this in a 9x13 baking dish that's been greased, and I like to serve mine with cream cheese icing.